Aaron. And so I want you guys to know you guys have more in you than you realize. And you've got to stop saying things like, well, oh, the money's not important. Oh, she just money hungry. Girl, ain't nobody money hungry, girl.
Don't you hate that?
I hate it. And I've heard women say the money is not important, then have to come back and bite that bullet when something happens, and now they got less than. So I'm like, girl, are you really playing with me right now? Talking about the money ain't important, but at the end of the day, what are you gonna feed your family with if you don't have the money?
Hold on, microphone check. Can y'all hear us?
Bernice said they can hear you now.
Oh, okay, thank you.
But you gotta stop sitting around waiting on the world to take care of you and your family. Whatever kind of government institution is created, um, a system where you can go get help. If you do go get that help, you should swear it for Jesus's that you will never be put in this situation again. And if you're talented, gifted, and have possibilities, and we all do, and you're not working to turn those talents and gifts into revenue, I want you to ask yourself why not? Because no amount of fear, no amount of feeling sorry for yourself, no amount of I'm worried about what people are going to say, no amount of that can come against the fact that your children's sitting there hungry, or that you sitting there without the money to pay your light bill or your phone bill or your water bill. So it's time for you to get over your emotions. You see other people out there getting it. What is keeping you from doing the same? And we've got to stop thinking that we know everything, everything we think is right. So you may have an idea that makes you $50. And I come along and tell you, well, I've got an idea to help you make 50,000. Number one, you don't want to invest in the idea. And number two, you just think you so right that you keep doing what you got to do to make $50 until an emergency happens, and now you need 1,000. But I've been telling you, you could have came over here and make this money. I've been telling you, girl, you need to look for your purpose. You need to figure out what God created you for. We sitting here in the middle of COVID. You ain't got nothing else to do but binge, eat, and watch TV. Why wouldn't you be on a journey to find what the Most High put you here to do? I think He set us down, and He didn't just set us down as individuals or as a country or as a nation. He shut us down as a world.
Yeah.
And this is an opportunity for us to reimagine some things and come out differently. And so if you're sitting there and you don't know what to do, you should make it your life's work. You should be willing to do whatever it takes to figure out how to get to your next level and how to use your purpose to take you there. Hey, Mimi.
Nicole, it's a battle in the first place to even think that you could do something different. And when somebody brings you an idea and say, hey, you're good at this, why don't you do XYZ? You came up with the idea, you gave them the idea. You even say, well, let me help you plan it, execute the idea. But until they can think past, what unemployment gonna do? You know how many times I didn't heard that I would do it, but I don't know what unemployment gonna do.
I don't even know if that, I think it's a lot of fear. I think it's a lot of worry about what other people are going to say. I think it's a lot of comfort.
Yeah.
I'm just comfortable enough right now. And then when you get sick, or heaven forbid somebody else gets sick, or there's some level of emergency, you sitting over there talking about shoulda, woulda, coulda, but you did it.
Yeah.
I always say God gives you umbrellas before it starts raining.
That's
And it's
so
up to
true.
you to leverage those umbrellas before it starts raining. Don't wait till you in the middle of a thunderstorm and say, oh, now I need help. Oh, now I need to find my purpose. Oh, now I need to build my profits. Why wait? And I don't know. I sometimes I get jealous because I think, why does everybody else have the luxury to be afraid? I don't have that luxury. I don't now, and I've never had the luxury to sit around with an ability to do something. It doesn't matter what it was. Doesn't matter if it was catering, baking, making gift baskets, whatever it was. I had to take that and use it to generate revenue. And it wasn't always comfortable. It wasn't always pleasing.
Mm-hmm.
It was days I would bake and be like, girl, ain't nobody gonna buy this.
Yeah. Because you know what else it is though? It's that I think that many of us have had so many businesses, have done so many things. We're so used to the family and friends talking about us anyway. I think for me personally, I'm at the point where it's you can say what you want to say, but I know there's another way. And I mean, you just gotta at some point want to be free financially, have time freedom more than you care about what your broke family members or your broke friends say.
That has never been an issue for me simply because at the point where there's nobody over here paying these bills, there's nobody over here feeding my kids, nobody's dropping sacks of food off, nobody's bringing no clothes over here. At that point, who are you to even get in my ear? And what fool am I to even listen?
Yeah, true story.
You're not helping me with nothing. Biggest fight I ever had with my grandmother. I called her to tell her I was pregnant with the kid, with the twins. And she said, you gonna have some more kids so soon? Keep in mind I was married, kept my own house, ain't never asked you for nothing. So while you worry about me and how many children, if I want to have 18 children,
Yeah.
I said, all right, big mama, you have a good day. I hung up. I ain't talked to her for months. She was calling all around. I ain't talked to my grandbaby. I ain't took no. She had to call and apologize to me because I haven't asked you for anything.
Yeah.
And at the point where I don't ask you for anything, you can't render judgment.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
Maybe it's even the fear of a conversation like that. You know, I've had the crazy conversation before. You know, are you crazy? Why would you quit that job? Are you
But why are you
crazy?
letting people that don't do for you even? How do you get a birth of a conversation with me? You understand what I'm saying?
A birth of a
We can't even birth a conversation. Everybody ain't in your corner. And if they're not in your corner, how can they render judgment?
Mhm.
So if you're not in my corner, why am I even listening to you?
Yeah.
Why? Because I'm gonna cut that conversation off. When I went to quit my job, people, girl, are you sure? Girl, are you sure your man gonna come home tonight? Why? Be worried about your man. Don't be worried about me. Being sure I'm gonna quit my job. You sure your children is still at $20 out your wallet? Be sure about your family. Baby, redirect people back to their own. Because what it boiled down to is number one, nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
Number two, everybody got their own fish to fry. You can't be over here worried about my fish and your fish over there funky in the sink because you left it over there for 2 days.
Well, you just don't know how to fry it.
But whatever's going on with you and your funky fish, it ain't got nothing to do with me. So you leave me and my fish alone. I'm gonna leave you. You know the Bible said it best. Is the people live in glass house, they can't throw no rocks. So why you let people sit there and pelt you with rocks It just doesn't make sense.
Unless you're looking for an excuse to not do it.
Now there you go. Now you just said something,
I'm looking
Reverend.
for somebody
You
to
just said
confirm.
something.
I'm looking for confirmation.
And women need to stop getting that way. Y'all need to stop doing that foolishness too. That whole I'm waiting on confirmation. Girl, he don't send burning bushes no more. You fool around and mess your eyelashes up looking for some fire. I'm waiting on confirmation. Okay, so you pray at night. You say, I want to find my purpose. You log on, you see this broadcast. It say help finding your purpose. You say, well, Lord, I don't know. Should I schedule a call? The next time you log on the broadcast, say schedule a call. You say, well, Lord, I don't know. Not sure if I can afford it. You go to work, you get a bonus. You say, Lord, I don't know. I still need confirmation. What you want, a bulletin board from the Lord to say, child, act now? Then we miss the opportunity. And once we miss the opportunity, we go back and we say, well, Lord, why didn't you help me with A, B, and C?
And be mad.
Be mad at the Lord.
Mad. I don't know,
Rolling your eyes and neck at the Lord. Not realizing he done sent you help so many times. When are you going to take the help? So if you're sitting in the audience tonight and you're confused about what your purpose is, go to bit.ly/purposepower2020. Register. We're going to send you a free copy of the Purpose Journal. We're going to set you up for a phone call so you can finally go down that discovery path.
Yeah.
I had a client call me day before yesterday, 69 years old. She's had so many great ideas over the years. And I asked her, when are you going to birth those ideas that God keeps downloading into you? And let me tell y'all something. I really do feel like our Father is a forgiving Father for what you don't know. But these things you sitting here listening to every day, this world has shifted so much. You got motivational speakers telling you can do it. You got coaches like me and Chanel showing you how to do it. You got books to read to tell you how to do it. You got YouTube videos to watch to show you how to do it. And yet you still sit there and do nothing.
So how bad do you really want change? That's the other question.
Hey, Benita Kirkpatrick.
Hey, Benita, give your baby a kiss.
And that's right, Yolanda. How much confirmation do you need? I think some of y'all need to get afraid of the right things. Stop being afraid of what's going to happen when you go and be afraid of what's going to happen when you don't go. This world is so full of opulence, abundance, opportunity. Anything you're willing to work for, you can have. You don't have to beg, borrow, or steal. There is something you can do right now and turn it into what it is you want in the world. But do you really want it? Or are you just saying you want it? Let me tell you a story. More often than not, by 5:30, I'm at my computer working already. And for the last 9 years, more often than not, about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm back at my computer wrapping up some stuff. More often than not, 6, 7, 8 p.m., I'm at my computer working. If you look around at what you don't have, ask yourself, how often do you show up for you? See, when I worked that job, I was working them same hours. I had an overnight team. So I'd have to get up at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning and check on them. I had an early morning crew, so I would meet them there at 5 a.m. I had an afternoon crew, so I would have to go back by the job about 6 or 7. See, you can do it for Wells Fargo and them. You can do it for Target and them, Geico and them, Blue Cross and them. When you gonna be able to do that same thing for you? Invest that same time, energy, effort, and yes, money. Some of y'all are at the same spot that you were in when you started watching me. And the only thing holding you back is you don't have enough faith to invest in yourself. People get it twisted. When you pay a coach, you're not paying me. You're investing in yourself. Let me break this down. Every business expense you have is tax deductible. Why you sitting over there worried about a risk? How can you risk something that you can write off on your taxes? And the answer to that is you can't. So you're looking at no risk, but you still won't go? No risk, but you still can't find the revenue? You're sitting in the same spot. And some of y'all know, I'm looking at the names. Some of y'all know who I'm talking about. And if you have progressed, you haven't progressed beyond that job. And you haven't progressed that far. Sometimes I even wonder why you listening.
Well, same reason why people go to church and don't apply the word.
But that's the word there. Same reason people go to church and don't apply the word.
Because the word is applicable.
The word is applicable in all situations.
Yep. At some point, you gotta get past the entertainment factor. You know, we have
we have
a lot of fun edutaining y'all. But at the point of when you are no longer watching us, when you by yourself and things get real, the jokes ain't as funny and they ain't as sharp. Because now you're faced with the same situation. I felt like I was on, you ever seen that thing that go round like that? And then you come back around and you right at the same place. And I used to feel that way every year to a year and a half. I used to start feeling like I don't belong here. Right. I shouldn't be doing this. What am I doing here? And then I go down the line. I don't believe in the vision. I don't believe in this company. They don't pay me enough. And get hot. And go around again.
Wait, and then you start looking for a job for a little while. Yes. You doctor up your little resume. Somebody say amen. I know y'all hear me tonight.
Yes.
Listen, y'all. If you don't have a massive amount of profits coming out of your hand right now, you need to go to bit.ly/purposepower2020. Register for that journal and let us help you. And I'm going to tell you, people say, well, Coach, how much money can I make? How much are you willing to invest? Time, energy, effort, sweat equity. What work are you willing to do? I can't call your results because I don't know how many people you're going to be willing to call on the phone. I don't know how many hours you're going to be willing to sit at your computer. I don't know how much time you're going to be willing to stand on your feet. See, I see y'all do it for everybody else, but I see it be few and far between when it comes to you. I had a friend of my job used to say that. Few and far between. Oh, yeah, good.
That's hilarious. It boils also, Coach, it boils down to you have the seed to sow into yourself. You have it. Some of y'all wearing it. Some of y'all.
Oh, wow.
Your man wearing it.
Wow.
So at the point where you have to start putting yourself first.
I'm going to be honest. Because I don't want to let them off the hook. Some of y'all ain't generated the seed you need. There's some things. You live in a gig economy. There's an app called TaskRabbit where people will pay you to go pick up stuff from the store.
Yeah.
Baby, you lucky DoorDash or Uber Eats wasn't around when me and them kids was hustling. I'd have had all them kids in the car. Your turn to go to the door, Hope. and drop off the food. Your turn to go to the door. Now, if it was an apartment and they had to be out of sight, I'll go myself.
Well,
But we pulling up at a house, and all you gotta do is walk right there down the path and walk right back. Baby, y'all gonna draw straws.
now I'm gonna just tell you now, Coach. I get all that, but I remember when my ex-husband wanted the new Tommy Hilfiger jackets. Remember they came out, only Foley's had them. Now I probably made about $8 an hour back then. Had 2 kids. The boy hadn't come yet. Sorry, Will. Had them 2 kids. Do you know? I did Easter baskets because I knew Christmas was coming. I did Mary Kay. I did whatever I had to do to get that jacket for my ex-husband for him to wear on a date with somebody else.
Wow.
So at that point, that money, that $458, I could have invested in myself to dig myself out of a hole. That's what I'm talking about.
Guys, we're in Texas. We're in Texas, but we got clients all over the world. But we are in Texas. But listen to what I'm saying. You right, Chanel.
Mm-hmm. It's about your
we
choice.
find the money for what's important to us.
Yeah.
Some of y'all go on vacation every year full of credit card debt. Some of y'all buy a new car every other year full of debt. But when it comes time to this, you claim you don't have the money for it. Well, guess what? I'm through with them days where I'm just going to try to save you regardless. Baby, you better come with it.
And come
You
back.
better bring something to the table.
Come on, because the way this thing looking, a lot of government jobs and people walking around like Corona gone. It's just like
we're not even gonna have that conversation tonight.
I'm just like, do y'all realize?
People are tired of being indoors. Yeah. But part of that is people can't stand to be with themselves.
What that mean?
Well, we're not gonna go there.
Look, I understand.
Don't laugh.
Oh well.
You probably done the same thing too. It's just that you know me and I don't know you. I ain't gonna say I ain't tired. I'm just saying.
I ain't tired of you, Mr. Ray. I'll tell the truth when I get off of here.
Oh. If you haven't shared the broadcast, guys, share the broadcast. We're talking tonight about how your profits are tied up in your purpose.
Yeah.
Are you willing to do the work to untie the knot? And that's exactly what it is, guys. If it were a straight path, everybody would do it. If it were easy, everybody would do it. If it wasn't such a conundrum, if it wasn't such a puzzle, everybody would do it. But sometimes things are made hard because it is the journey that strengthens you. You get strong along the way, trust me.
Yes.
You go through some stuff, but you get strong along the way. So if you're not generating in your business the level of revenue that will allow you to leave your job, that will allow you the freedom to work from anywhere in the world, go to bit.ly/purposepower2020 so my team can reach out to you and we can get you some help. If you want change.
That's a big if.
Somebody type in if in the chat. If you want change. Because see, you can't keep betting on these jobs. You can't keep betting on this economy. You can't keep betting on these presidents. You can't keep betting on these governors.
Come on now.
If you want change, you got to get some help. I don't care if this is the first day you see me. If you've been saying, Lord, bring some change into my life. Tonight may be your night. Tonight is the night that we find your purpose.
No, don't do that.
Please said we be gentle with you. And I hope you will. Because it's right there in your hands. And that's, hey, Marva, that's one of the things that's going to blow your mind.
Yeah.
Is how close you been to your abundance all this time. How close you been. Running over sacks of money to get the dimes and nickels. And it ain't even a lot of strategy. A lot of times it's just a twist or a twerk of what you're doing. Now, some of y'all ain't doing nothing. Let the church say amen. And again, if you haven't shared the broadcast, share the broadcast. Some of y'all ain't been doing nothing. So it's going to be a little bit harder for y'all. It's going to be a heavy lift. But some of you been doing a little bit. You just don't have the right approach.
Yeah, you need a strategy.
And if you don't have it today, you're not going to automatically get it tomorrow. You're not going to wake up with it being some epiphany. Being, oh my God, I know exactly what to do now. Girl, it don't work like that.
You wake up
or you be like my friend Chanel. You be like my friend Chanel. Oh my God, coach, I had the best dream. I know exactly. Oh, I can't remember now.
You're like, Dr. Lee, I know exactly what to do. And then it just goes away like a vapor. You know, it's just about making a decision to do it. Do it afraid. Do it if it's hard. Do it if it comes easy. But keep
do it till you're
moving.
Satisfied.
Don't off and do the loose booty. I mean, do it.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it. Do it till you're satisfied.
Whatever it is.
Do it. Do it.
See the show.
Do it till you're satisfied.
Girl, I tell.
Left my job in the city, working for the man every night and day. See my shoulder? But I'm never 1 minute asleep, thinking about the way things might have been. Come on, girl. Big wheel, keep on turning.
I'm already tired.
Proud keep on burning. Mine burn a little bit. And we're rolling, 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 rolling on our purpose. Can I do it one more time? So we're rolling, 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 rolling on our purpose.
All right, then.
Get up. That's all I can do.
We're going to introduce our president to you. Come on, Mr. Troy.
He hit that corner.
Come on, Mr. Troy.
That's what the South Park
Yes,
L
you
turn. Hey, Tracy.
You want to come into the camera?
Let's go, sweetheart.
You can't do that.
Them long ass goodbyes, bro.
We ain't in goodbye yet.
Double Tondra's ass.
They can hear everything you say. You know?
You know right now. You know what it is, bro.
Hey, Diane. Diane says she weak. Look, if y'all really knew just how much I want a different type of life for you.
Yeah.
If you only knew how, if you just gave us a chance.
Give yourself a chance.
Yeah.
Give yourself a chance.
Bet on yourself.
That's it. Don't worry. Don't look at us. I got messed up, Coach, looking at you. When I first got started, I started working with you in the background. My mindset shifted, really shifted, because I knew you could do it. Smart, brilliant, you know, you already know. And then when I walked into that room and saw 40 people that said they all worked in their own business and worked from home, 40 brown people.
Right.
Half of them women with successful businesses, working from home, making money, and not just $100 a week. That's when I knew. I said, I can imagine myself. I can do this. I can free myself.
But that's what I want for them. I mean, can't you guys see us and the women around us
True story.
doing differently? So that should be a sign to you to say, I want to do different too. I want to do more. I want to do better. I want to do greater. And if they can do it, that should be your encouragement to do it too.
Why not me?
I wouldn't be left behind if I was you. Let me tell you that. Whatever I had to do to get on this bus and hold on for dear life, I don't care what corners they hit. I don't care what the speed limit was. I don't care if we was turned upside down at some point.
If you fall off, come back. When we come back around, hop back on.
And understand that everybody has a different time.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's timing is not the same. It may take you a year to catch it. It may take you 3 months,
True
but you
story.
owe yourself the honor of that time. If it were a job and you got fired tomorrow, if you had to look for a job for 6 years to find another one, you would.
Mhm.
But you won't even give yourself 6 months.
And have a strategy. Okay, I gotta do this. I gotta get up at this time, this many hours. You know what I mean?
I do. It's called working for you.
Mhm.
It is called working for you. So if you haven't already gone to bit.ly/purposepower2020 so you can get some help to live your life differently. I can't want it for you more than you want it for yourself. And that's the truth.
So guys, go to bit.ly/purposeparty2020. Oh, thank you. I'm gonna have a good night. And register to get your free journal. And so we'll be back in the morning.
We'll be back for sunrise service. Depending on where you are.
Right.
Depending on where you are.
We might come back sunrise service for LA.
But right.
Yeah, that part.
That part. But guys, we love you. Get the help you need to turn the corners so that this time next year you're not looking at the same wall, in the same space, in the same place in your life. You could be somewhere totally different, asking yourself, why didn't I do this a long time ago? And bring a friend with you. You know you got about 4 or 5 friends, y'all all over there on the stuck bus. And even if you can't convince them to go, tell them where you're going. And when they start to see you move, they're going to move with you. bit.ly/purposepower2020. And we'll see you guys tomorrow, okay?
Bye, y'all. Okay, now you know how to slide up.
Bye-bye.
Mr. Troy say bye, y'all.